let's say you're driving merrily along, and all of a sudden you hear a thunk, and then one of the tires starts thudding around or something, and the car starts to shift. Or if you're driving a newer model, the car will actually tell you that one of the tires is flat. So what you do next is something that every driver should know how to do, and even if you're a passenger, because sometimes the driver might not know, but if they're watching this, they will know. So first thing you're gonna do is pull over to the side of the road, or if you can, try to pull into a parking lot, or if you're on a main road, try to pull into a side road off of the main road for safety. But if you're on a highway, you just wanna pull over as much as you can. You're gonna turn the car off, you're gonna put your hazards on, just so other drivers know that the car is there and they can try to move away if possible, especially if it's dark out. If you have any small children or something like that, you'll want to keep them in the vehicle, but if not, you normally want everyone to get out of the vehicle, just so the car's not shifting around and there's less weight. What you're going to do next is you're going to go to your car kit or wherever your car things are, and if you have a high reflective vest, it is highly recommended you wear that, just so other drivers can see you on the side of the road fixing your tire. Just put this on right there. That way if it's dark and rainy or something like that, I can be seen a lot easier. So the next thing we're going to do is locate the spare tire in the vehicle. In this vehicle it is located underneath, but in some vehicles it might be located in the trunk or on the sidewall or on the back door. So what we're going to do next is we're going to lower the winching mechanism. We're just going to give it some turns and the wheel's going to lower all the way down. So once that's done, what we're going to do next is we're going to grab some safety cones just to give us a little perimeter if you have them. If not, that's fine. Just to give us a little perimeter for drivers to drive around, so we have a little safe room to work with. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to grab our jack. And with this vehicle, this jack has a little groove there, and then this car has a little ridge there that will fit into the groove. So this car has two little notches there to show where we put the jack. So the jack's going to go to about there. Just going to tighten it just a bit, just so jack's not going to be squirming around on you. Just so it's tight. And you want to make sure the car is as flat as possible, so that way you don't want the car leaning over, so if you jack it up it'll shift or possibly even roll over. So once that's done, we're going to want to unscrew some of these lug nuts here. So I'm just going to want to break the seal on the lug nuts. Like that. Here's one, just so it's loose and you can start to unscrew them by hand almost. Like that, and number 5. Like so. Alright, once this step is done, you're going to want to move on to the second step, which is actually jacking up the car. So we're going to insert a tool like so, and then we're going to start to lift the tire, lift the car. We're going to start twisting, and then the car should come up. Hopefully the jack doesn't slip or anything like that. Hey Noah, why'd the bike fall over?
I don't know why.
Because it was really too tired. So there's not much else that we can do other than just turn here right now. This might take a little bit of time, especially if it's like cold or something outside, so you might even want to take turns if you're feeling a little tired or something like that. But we're going to want to keep going until the tire comes all the way off the road and we have a little space in between the ground and the tire. Almost there, just a few more turns here. And that's good right there. Alright, so the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go over to where our spare tire is. For us, it is located under the vehicle. This is the winch system that dropped it down. So what we're going to want to do is reach underneath and just push all this stuff up through so we can get the tire off and be able to mount it. So push that stuff up through like that. And now we have our tire. We're just going to pull this out. As you can see here, it's a little dirty from all the road dust and things like that, just because it's been stored under the car for a long period of time. So we just want to set that there. Make sure whenever you're moving the tires around, that you set them down so they do not roll away, because if they roll away, you might have to start chasing them in traffic, and that's never a good thing. All right, so now what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna grab the rest of our lug nuts and just take them off. You're gonna wanna unscrew them like so. Got one here, like so. Got another one here, there. This is the most strenuous part of changing the tire, right here. And then we're gonna go with number 3, like so. Make sure you don't lose your nuts because you really need them to put the wheel back on and be able to drive away. We got the other one over here, like so. Just unscrew that like that. Like that. And number 5, which we need a tool for because it's a little different than the rest. Just gonna want to reach in and unscrew all of them, like so. Like that. Alright, there's that. So now what we're going to want to do, sometimes if the tire's a little tight on there, you're just going to want to give it a good whack up top to be able to knock it loose. Just going to want to pull it off like that, and then we're going to put it over here, out of the way, and make sure it is secured so it does not roll away anywhere. Now, for our spare tire, we're just going to do what we did in reverse. So we're going to line up the pins with the holes here, and we're going to mount it like so, like that. So now we're just going to want to put the bolts on, hand tight for now, and then we'll finish tightening them later. Whoops. Alright, then we'll put this one down here. We'll put this one over here like so. And put this one over here. And then one more. So then what you're going to do is you're going to finish tightening them. And then you're just going to unscrew the jack, lower it. Then you're going to just put all the stuff back in the car, and then you should be on your merry way.
More bloopers. I'll give them to you.
Hang on, I got the wrong side here. Gonna flip that around. There we go. Alright. Yeah, cut. We're gonna have to do that again.
Yeah.
Yo!
God, absolutely creamed him.
Alright, there's the speech, ladies and gentlemen. We're going off of that. 'Tis a nice day.
'Tis a lovely day.
'Tis a lovely afternoon. Alright, just pull over like with your turn signal and stuff, and then set your caution or your hazard lights.